Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to play Snow by Kiley from the Katana Zero soundtrack on piano. Now the reason why I have decided to make a tutorial on how to play and emulate this on FL Studio or any other production software depending on what you have is because Katana Zero is the best game that I've played all year, if not the best game that I've played in general. And shout out to my friend Edwin for telling me about the game. Another reason is because this song in particular from the soundtrack stood out to me the most because it has this really groovy electric piano. Yeah, so I love Rhodes piano, which is why I decided to make a tutorial on this. And so, yeah, before I get started, I'd like to explain, in order to play this song correctly, you're going to need this kind of setup: a MIDI controller and a laptop with production software such as FL Studio. Speakers not necessary. That's just you can plug in headphones. Speaker and aux cord are not necessary. You can just plug in headphones through there and listen to it, or do what I'm doing to play it out loud. Depends. So the reason why we are going to need this kind of setup is because the chords that are being played and the singular notes that are being played along with the chords are being played in around the same two octaves, which are being played around the same octave, which means some notes are being played, some of the same notes are being played over each other. So, which means some of the same notes are being played over each other in the software. So, you're gonna want to record the chords in an FL Studio and then the singular notes, and the singular notes over them. I have drum setup in here too, which I will get into after I show you the chords and the singular notes. And yeah. So first, before I get started, I'd like to let you guys know that the tempo for this song is at 110 BPM. You're going to need to set it at this tempo. Okay. So now I will show you how to play the chords. So you'll want to start off with C minor 2 times. C, D sharp, G, B diminished, B, D sharp, G, which is kind of like C minor, except like this. By the way, I do not know the names of all the chords that are going to be used in this video. So I don't know everything about piano by heart, but I know enough to be able to play and to be able to play well. Anyways, So C, D, C, D sharp, G, B diminished, B, D sharp, G. The next one is this. Next chord is this, B, a B sharp or something. It's played with B sharp, D, and F. Then F. Then F. Then an F minor chord. F, A, C. Then F major. Twice. F, A sharp, C. Then this chord. This really weird chord right over here. A, C, D sharp. Then you go back to C. Actually, no. Yeah, I was right, sorry. Then you go back to C. And by the way, you only play this once. And then you go back to F minor. And then you go to G. G, B, D. Okay, so let's recap real quick. So C minor, twice, B diminished twice. This B sharp chord twice. Okay, and then F minor, this F major, I think. This weird chord, C minor, back to F major, and G. So those are the chords. Now that I have showed you the chords, I will be showing you the singular notes that are played along with them, that are played along with the chords. Now, I'm not sure if you're able to tell already, but this song is in the key of C major. I mean C minor. So it's on the C minor. It's played on the C minor scale. So the C minor scale goes like. Sometimes it doesn't. The sound doesn't play right away after not playing any sound for a while. It's just something weird. Just something with my speaker. Anyways, not that there's anything wrong with it, but okay. Look. Anyways, the C minor scale goes like this: C, D, D sharp, F, G, A sharp, D sharp, C, and then back down. Sorry, wrong key. So yeah, just yeah. So those are the keys that can be played, with the exception of some. With the exception of some that will be played in the exception of some that are both played. With the exception, so those are the only chords, the only notes that can be played. With the exception of some notes that are also inputted into the song that aren't necessarily in the that aren't necessarily in the C minor scale. So now I will teach you the singular notes. And it goes as so. Okay. Okay, so So it starts off with A sharp G, A sharp G, C D sharp, phone ringing, C D sharp, F G, D sharp, D C, C D sharp, C G, B sharp, F sharp to F, C, D sharp, C, G, C, D sharp, F, G, F, C, F, D sharp, D, C. B sharp, actually no, A sharp, B sharp, C, D sharp, D, C, D, C, B. So that is how you play the other pattern. And fast, at the beginning of the video, you should hear it at regular speed. You should be able to hear it at regular speed. Hopefully you'll be able to recognize, hopefully you'll be able to follow along with this. Anyways, that is how you play the piano part. Now for the drums. Now for the drums. Let's start with the hi-hat. Start with the hi-hat. Yeah. So the hi-hat pattern. I just choose any hi-hat that sounds similar. Choose any hi-hat that sounds similar to the one in the song, if you can try to find it. And right click on the sound. Right click on the imported sound that you put in the production software, and left click, fill each 4 steps, and you will get this. This is how it should be played. This is how it should sorry. See, look. This is how the hi-hat should be played. This should be playing, should be looping. Now for the ride. You only put the ride. So you make it 8 bars long. So we make it 8 bars. So you make this pattern 8 bars long, which is the same length as the hi-hat pattern. Put at 8, which I already did. And you put the ride on the second to last step. On the second to last step, you put just one ride right. You just put one ride right there, and it just and it plays along the drums like that. You'll see why I have that there in a sec. Now for the drums. So how I set up the drums in here is that I kind of did it like an MPC, using these pads, toms, snare, kick, and the way I put it in here is this is the pattern. What you have to do to set up the drums is that, well, for example, an FPC, I'm not sure about any other production software, but in FL Studio, you go into FPC and you assign you assign sounds to some pads. You assign sound to some pads. This pad is connected to that one. This pad, that pad connected to this one. This pad connected to this one. And that pad connected to this one. So, and how you do that is that you, you go over here. Is that you go over here. Actually, no. Before you click on this, you press one of the pads. You click on it, and then you right click on where it says C3, and then you click last hit, and then you click last hit, and it will assign the pad to your MIDI controller. It'll assign the sound to your MIDI controller, and so. And so, the drums go like this. I'll just let the hi-hat play out for a little bit. Okay. I'll let hi-hat play out. Okay. Hold on. Gotta get out the drums. So it goes like sorry, I'm not doing it right. So it goes like this. Kick, snare, tom. Oh, it goes like. Okay. Kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare. Okay. It goes in this order. Pad 1, pad 2, pad 1, pad 2. So it goes like. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so it goes something like that. It goes like. So it goes like kick, snare, tom. I'll play it with the hi-hat. That's not the right way, but I'm kind of getting it here. Kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare, kick. So it goes like that. You basically, all you have to do is press it in this order. Sorry. kick, snare, kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, tom, tom, kick, snare, kick. Yeah, so it goes like that. Then you'll be able to. Then you will be able to. Then you just gotta record. You just gotta set those drums up in here if you already know how. You just gotta set those drums up in here. You gotta. All you gotta do is just hit the record button. Press play and then press play. Press play. And then you'll be able to record the drums. So that is pretty much it on how to play and set up this song in FL Studio. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from this and are able to. I hope you guys learned something from this and are able to set this up and improvise with it. It's really fun to play. It's a really fun song to play. I really love this song from the soundtrack. And yeah, so I hope all of you have a nice day, and peace out.